Hey, good morning. My hair has taken over my life apparently, and I have a voice today. I had to take a break yesterday, but anyway, party on the sun and everyone's invited. So we started having Schumann activation yesterday, and you can see over there on the right that we're getting into the loop-de-loop, lots of blasts range. So this is not surprising with everything else going on at the moment. The biggest good news is that the geomagnetic levels have been a little more chill. We might get into the KP4, KP5 range later today. It's not predicted, but we are having an awful lot of flares, so a pretty good strong X flare could definitely drive in enough to put us over the borderline of that. Haven't been talking about earthquakes as much because it's been objectively chill. But we did have a 7.0 in Vanuatu, and just so you know, there's no tsunami warning, so hopefully there wasn't too much damage from that. We're more likely to get earthquakes when there's a faster solar wind and or we're having strong flares. So this is the most recent radio blackout from the flare party that the sun is throwing. You may notice some interferences with text, GPS, Wi-Fi. It really only affects shortwave radio bands, but I get reports of all kinds of glitches and experience them myself when we have this level of radio blackout. So here's a short list of all the flares that have happened overnight, and this does not include the most recent 3M flares that we just had. So here is the last week on the sun. You can see that it has been doing what I said it was probably going to do this time of year, which is slowly ratchet up to a louder amount of background activity. So you can see we had that X flare, and then just this morning we've had 3M flares in the last few hours. There's a 3-day view, and I expect this flare party to continue. NOAA is predicting a 25 to 30% chance of X flares, and they never say that. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get an X flare today. I will talk about unplugging for X flares on another TikTok, even though I've said this 4 million times, but there you go. So while this is showing you all of the intensity coming off the sun for the last several days, I will just remind you all to get enough rest, hydrate. There's all of those things that you can do to help yourself be more resilient during this intense flare activity. And this is the way our bodies get used to this, so that when the big thing hits, it's not a big deal.